Yes. I started to thank Tina, but she had already hung up. I put down the phone with a sigh. That's when I noticed Creepella. She was watching my every move. So tell me, Geronimo, she squeaked in a soft voice. Did I help you with your research? Are you ready to write your book? I nodded, feeling nervous. Creepella was staring at me as if I were a toasty cheese pancake. I headed for the door. In a flash, Creepella leaped ahead of me. She held her paws out, blocking the door. Then she pursed her lips. Oh no, my little cheese puff, she cried. You can't leave without giving me a kiss. Then she began to chant, kiss, 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 kiss. My fur turned 3 shades of red, but I gave Creepella a quick pick on the snout. What could I do? She wouldn't let me go. Creepella shrieked, clapping her paws. Oh, Geronimo, you're such a dream, she crooned. Then she demanded to know if I was dating anyone special. I turned purple. What a nightmare! I didn't want to spend any more time with Creepella. She was way too scary. This was worse than walking through a cat cemetery at midnight. Creepella winked at Benjamin. Then she began whispering loudly in his ear. You will tell me if your uncle has any admirers, okay? She began. I want to know who they are. I want to know where they live. Then I will scratch their eyes out. I tried to stammer a reply, but Creepella wasn't even listening. Benjamin and I both gasped, but Creepella just wiggled her long nails and laughed. Suddenly, something brushed against my ear. I looked up just in time to see an ugly black bat. Moldy mozzarella! I screamed. Creepella scratched the bat's ear. By the way, this is Bitewing, she said. He's my pet bat. I will give you a ride home. I looked at my watch. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was dawn. We had spent the whole night in Creepella's crypt. Creepella stretched. Time to hit the coffin, she announced, patting her strange bed. I like to go to sleep at dawn and get up at sunset. But first, I will give you a ride home. I tried to say no, but Creepella insisted. Before I knew it, we were sitting in a dark hearse. This is my father's latest model, the Roaring Bat, she said, patting the dashboard. It has a state-of-the-art satellite system with maps of all the cemeteries of the world. She showed me a picture of the Regal Rodent Burial Ground. It is the most popular cemetery in New Mouse City. All of the famous rodents are buried there. Map of the Regal Rodent Burial Ground of New Mouse City. 1. The inventor, Alexander Graham Rat. 2. The explorer, Christopher Columbus. 3. The poet, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. 4. The playwright, William Shakespeare Rat. 5. The dancer, Paws Fosse. 6. The singer, Squeaks Sinatra. 7. The scientist, Alfred Einstein. 8. The architect, Frank Lloyd Wright. 9. The painter, Salvador Furry. 10. The composer, Ratwig von Beethoven. Then Creepella hit the gas. Tires squealed as we peeled out of the cemetery. It was then that I realized who Creepella reminded me of. She was just like my sister Thea. Both were absolutely horrifying drivers. I clutched my seatbelt for dear life. Luckily, at dawn, the streets of New Mouse City are practically empty. Creepella ran every red light. She went down each and every one-way street the wrong way. And she rode up all of the curbs. At last, we came to a stop. I opened my eyes. Thank goodness we had made it to the office. We were at the Rodents Gazette at 17 Swiss Cheese Center. Benjamin and I tumbled out of the car. I was white as a ghost. "See you at the Halloween party," Creepella said. She reached out and tickled my chin with her long nails. "And remember, you will dance only with me," she added. Then, with a wild laugh, she roared off. I'm a polite mouse. Benjamin and I scampered up the stairs to my office. I turned on the computer. Benjamin organized his notes. Then I began to write furiously. Time was running out. I had to finish the book by tonight. 5 minutes later, Thea phoned. She wanted to find out if I was done writing. I wanted to squeak. I wanted to scream. I wanted to exclaim at the top of my lungs, "I'm a mouse, not a machine!" But I held myself back. After all, I'm a polite mouse. 10 minutes later, Trap phoned. He told me we should put his photograph in the book. I wanted to squeak. I wanted to scream. I wanted to tell him that no one would want to buy a book with his rotten picture in it. But I held myself back. After all, I'm a considerate mouse. 15 minutes later, Creepella phoned. At first, I couldn't understand a word she said. Then I realized she wasn't talking. She was blowing kisses at me. I wanted to squeak. I wanted to scream. I wanted to tell her that she was the creepiest mouse I had ever met. But I didn't. After all, I'm a sensitive mouse. 20 minutes later, Tina phoned, followed by Pinky Pick. I wanted to squeak. I wanted to scream. I wanted to tell them I didn't have time for their ridiculous problems. But I held back. After all, I'm a responsible mouse. 30 minutes later, Thea phoned again. She asked me once more if I had finished. This time, even though I am a polite, considerate, sensitive, responsible mouse, I couldn't hold back. I told her exactly what I was thinking. She was so offended, she hung up on me. Benjamin and I unplugged the phone. At last we could work in peace. We worked and worked and worked until I typed the last sentence. At that very moment, Thea stormed into my office. "That's it," she declared. "Time is up." Benjamin jumped up and down. "Uncle, you are the greatest," he announced. I laughed. I didn't believe I could write a book in such a hurry. But I did it. Yes, I, Geronimo Stilton, had written a whole book in one day.